everybody. Welcome to the program. Let's get started because, well, we got Christian coming in at 5 o'clock. We got Lori Lynn rolling in here at 6 o'clock. And by the way, at 6 o'clock, we've got the Lazy Dog restaurant coming in, and the rumor has it that they're going to be bringing us some food, which means that Angie will probably actually stick around tonight and come in, sneaking in here, eating food. Churches, according to the Washington Post, make a drastic pledge in the name of social justice. Now, what do you think churches could do that would make a drastic pledge in the name of social justice? They are going to stop calling the cops. First Congregational Church of Oakland shares a neighborhood with many homeless people who often come to the church in times of mental health crises. Sometimes church members feel unequipped to deal with the erratic behavior. The most heart-wrenching scenes, volunteer leader Nicola Torbett says, are the times when the church is closing for the day and a person with nowhere else to go absolutely refuses to leave the building. At least once or twice a month, at their wits' end, the church calls 911. Now, the church has joined a small handful of like-minded congregations with a radical goal: to stop calling the cops. Not for mental health crises, not for graffiti on their buildings, not even for acts of violence. These churches believe the American police system, criticized for its impact especially on POCs, people of color, is such a problem that they should wash their hands of it entirely. Hashtag dumbassery can even extend to organized religion. In Colorado, we have witnessed what happens when churches of any size, a mega church, small church, is confronted with nuts. You know, God still loves the nuts. Don't get me wrong. God loves the nuts. Well, how do I know that? Because he loves me and I'm a nut. But that does not mean that you do not have a responsibility to protect those people who are in your church facility. The idea that you're not going to call the cops when you have a mentally ill person that is refusing to leave the building, you are doing a disservice to that individual, to the people who are working in that building, and God forbid, no pun intended, that it happens during a church service or a church event. But this is the mindset of the left. This is the mindset of social justice warriors, that somehow they believe in this fairy tale land. You know, the one thing that God did that probably is the most wonderful thing that he did, besides giving us the grace of Jesus Christ, and I certainly don't mean to turn this into any sort of theological or a lecture or a sermon, besides grace, besides the grace of God, is that he gave mankind free will. And with that free will comes good stuff, bad stuff. We get diseases. People go crazy. People do bad things. If you believe somehow that no matter how dangerous an individual is, because I thought we were all concerned post-Parkland High School shooting that we were all now focused on mental health and that mental health was something we needed to focus on. Well, who's going to put those individuals into the mental health system? Who's going to at least get them into the kind of facility? And I get that when a cop shows up at a church, or for that matter, this building, or your building, or wherever you may be, because there is a homeless individual that, let's set aside the homeless individual who's a meth head or a crackhead or anything else, but just a purely simple, mentally ill individual. Your failure to do what needs to be done to protect yourselves and to protect the congregants, the employees, the custodians, whoever it might be in that church facility, the failure to take steps to protect them, I think, is sinful, besides just being dumbass and stupid. The churches now call this drastic approach divesting. Like there are certain groups that want to divest from anything that Israel does. If Israel's got its hands in any sort of product, manufacturing, services, or whatever, we need to divest ourselves from those evil Jews. Well, or divesting from South African diamonds, or whatever it might be. This is now taking the whole concept of divesting to a really stupid level. The churches call their drastic approach divesting from policing. They say that one headline after another about policing around the country shows that divestment is necessary. Most recently, events include a notorious call to police about 2 African-American men at a Philadelphia Starbucks and the fatal shooting of Stephen Clark, shot 8 times as he was holding an iPhone, not a gun. Whoa, Nellie, stop a minute. The story starts out that the churches want to divest themselves from policing because they find that somehow it's a conundrum of some kind, that they don't want to call the cops on a mentally ill person who is refusing to leave their building. They don't want to call the cops on someone who may be a danger to themselves, who may be a danger to others, and who does need to be taken into custody so that if they are adjudicated mentally ill, they can get the treatment that they need. So they've gone from that all the way over to, let's compare this to the 2 black men that were arrested at a Starbucks in Philadelphia and claim that that's why you're doing it. Sometimes I think that organized religion can be just as stupid as almost any other aspect of our society. The project of divesting is organized by something called Showing Up for Racial Justice, a nationwide organization that tries to get white Americans working on behalf of racial justice. Oh, you mean we have to get white Americans to care about racial justice? Well, I already care about racial justice. I don't like bigots. I don't like bigotry. I don't like racism. Now, I defend bigots. I defend racism because guess what? Under our system, where the individual is sovereign, people are entitled to be bigots if they want to be bigots. I also recognize, as these churches should, that someone who is mentally ill, what does that have to do with racial justice? This is one of the stupidest articles I think I've read in a long time. It's stupid in how they try to craft their argument, and it's stupid in the concept that a church should not call the popo when there is a clear and present danger to the people in the building from a mentally ill person. And I guess now we can't do that. We can't call the cops on a mentally ill person because that's probably some sort of racism or mental illism or whatever kind of ism now they want to call it. Oh, well, I got that off my chest. What do you want next? Taxpayer relief shots? I don't know. Hang on, we'll find something.
This report is brought to you by Staples.
Friday drive, a busy one up and down the highways. A lot of traffic out and about. That stretch of I-25, jam-packed both directions downtown to the Tech Center. New accident, northbound I-25 near 6th Avenue. Sounds like police are headed that way. And southbound I-25 approaching Thornton Parkway. An accident there, working on the shoulder. Teachers rally at the Capitol, Civic Center Park, road closures in the area. An accident, 38th and Quebec. Crash at Coweta Boulevard in Ellsworth. Also at Colfax and Osage. Denver's forecast, clear skies tonight, low 43. Tomorrow, partly cloudy. Chance for some morning rain showers. Afternoon high of 75. Right now it is 71. With the traffic and weather, I'm Susan Thielen, 630 KHEL.
Staples can help your business stand out with custom printed signs, banners, and brochures. Now at Staples, spend $50 or more on print and marketing services and get $5 off your next in-store purchase. Standout materials equals outstanding results. Offer in-store only and 623 exclusions apply. Staples.
Hey, you know, in this wild housing market, instead of buying an existing house, why don't you get a brand new custom-built home from the Hall Company? And I know you hear me say the word custom-built and you immediately think that that's expensive. Well, that's not necessarily true. Whether you're looking for 1,500 or 15,000 square feet, the Hall Company can help you find your ideal piece of land, design the home with you, and then build it. You get what you want, not what somebody else had. The Hall Company can even help you find the land if you want to build the house yourself. And of course, they can help you secure financing. So instead of getting what somebody else liked, why don't you get a home that's just exactly what you want? Go to their website, check out their work, look at their portfolio. DenverCustomHomebuilder.biz. DenverCustomHomebuilder.biz. Then call or text Dave Hall, the owner. He's ready to answer any questions you have about custom-built homes. Call or text Dave at this phone number, 303-669-0531. That's 303-669-0531.
Does your business internet provider promise a lot? Let's hear who really delivers. Comcast Business gives you gig speed in more places. Other providers don't. We offer more complete reliability with up to 6 hours of 4G wireless network backup. The others, no way. We let calls from any of your devices appear to come from your business number. Them, not so much. And Comcast Business Smart Office lets you keep an eye on your business from anywhere. Others, nope. Call 1-800-501-6000 to get internet from the provider who delivers. Plus, add voice and TV for $34.90 more per month.
Offer in 6/21/18. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. Limited to one voice line and basic TV on one outlet. Requires Comcast Business Internet at additional monthly charge. Equipment taxes and fees extra and subject to change. Connection per restrictions apply. Minimum term agreement required. FL EF 0000279. TNACL 2006. AZROC 307346. CACSLB 1028256. ORCCB 199939. Call for details.
Hey, I know that all of us know somebody that has hired a contractor, paid them a boatload of money, and then the job never gets done. Well, if you want to avoid that and you need your kitchen or bathroom remodeled, you need to call Brian at Professional Home Design. He's fully licensed, fully insured. And unlike other bathroom or kitchen remodeling companies you hear advertised, Brian and Professional Home Design handles everything. They put in the cabinets, countertops, but they also do the plumbing, electrical, everything. So there's no part of the job they're not eminently qualified or certified to do. And I like the way they do business. First of all, you have a contract and you get the work actually scheduled and they stick to the schedule. You then meet with their designer at the showroom and you pick out what you need for the remodeling. They buy that at cost and they pass that on to you at cost without a markup. That means it's cheaper, quicker, and easier to use Professional Home Designs. Here's Brian's cell phone number. Call or text him right now at 720-369-8998. 720-369-8998.
Visit Lady Luck Casino Blackhawk for exhilarating gaming action and non-stop thrills. Play the hottest new slot machines or grab a seat at our exciting table games, including craps, roulette, and blackjack. Grab a bite to eat at Otis and Henry's restaurant and indulge in mouth-watering burgers. Then end your night in one of our luxurious hotel rooms. Plan your trip to Lady Luck Casino Blackhawk today. Must be 21. All terms, conditions, rewards, and benefits are subject to change or revocation without notice. Eligibility and exceptions apply. See official promotional rules. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Life Certain Wealth Strategies provides financial planning with a focus on forward-looking tax mitigation strategies for those in or near retirement in Colorado. Life Certain Wealth Strategies. Discover the fiduciary difference. Visit lifecertain.com today to begin your planning. As a marketer, you want to reach everyone, adults, teens, millennials, but it's not like these groups all hang out in the same place, right? Actually, wrong. They're all right here, listening to radio commercials just like this one. Radio ads connect with 93% of Americans every week. That's more than Google, more than Facebook, more than TV. In fact, radio reaches 20% more millennials than TV. Want more of the people you want to talk to all in one place? You want to get to iHeartMedia.com. and get AM/FM working for you.
Protecting data across modern decentralized networks presents challenges that traditional backup solutions can't handle. At best, you'll waste time and money managing multiple solutions. At worst, gaps in coverage will leave your data vulnerable. Barracuda Backup is a single cloud-integrated solution that simplifies the backup process and allows data replication to anywhere on your network, a private cloud, Barracuda's cloud, or to the AWS public cloud. Reclaim your data. Try Barracuda Backup free at barracuda.com/backup.
Whoa, long time no see. It's me, the Rock t-shirt in the back of your closet. Dude, remember? You crowd surfed in me, man. But you haven't worn me in like forever. I get it, you're retired, but I still got some rock left in me. So take me to Goodwill, where I could really make a difference.
Your donations to Goodwill create jobs, training programs, and education assistance for people in your community. To find your nearest donation center, go to goodwill.org. Donate stuff. Create jobs. A message from Goodwill and the Ad Council.
Tom Martino, the Troubleshooter. Monday morning at 10.
Consumer problems, questions, and complaints. We give you a voice and try to solve your problems Monday at 10.
Troubleshooter Tom Martino on 630 KHOW.
Sometimes I get emails from loyal listeners, Agent 6, that I just can't read on air. Oh, Louisville, Kentucky. Or as I like to say, just to irritate people, Louisville. Police in Kentucky say that an officer fatally shot a knife-wielding man inside a home in Louisville. Louisville Metro Police Chief Steve Conrad told media that officers were called Wednesday night due to a disturbance in the home and went inside to find a man armed with multiple knives. Before I finish this particular taxpayer relief shot, may I just say that I want to be the first among many in the United States to call for knife control. How much longer do we have to put up with the insanity of people using knives to kill people? And we're probably far enough along or away from the van attack in was it Toronto, Montreal? I forget where. It is up in Canada, so who cares where it was, right? Somewhere, the Canucks somewhere had a van attack. Do you know that van? Come to think of it, I think that was a 10 or 12 passenger van that was used. So that was a high capacity van. That was an assault weapons van. And it was also probably capable of carrying military supplies and equipment, so it was a military-style assault van. And we need to outlaw those because, well, even though this one was white, apparently white is racist, so that was kind of scary too. The Louisville Metro Police Chief Steve Conrad told the media that officers were called Wednesday night because there was a disturbance in a home. So the Popo went inside to find a man armed with multiple knives. The chief said that one officer was injured by a knife, and then another officer shot the man. It's about time somebody took the man down. Yep. Everybody's always bitching about the man. Well, the man's gone, so we can no longer complain about the man. The man was pronounced dead at University of Louisville Hospital. The Jefferson County coroner, Barbara Weekly Jones, identified him as 42-year-old Isaac Jackson. She said he had been shot multiple times. Officials said the officer was treated for minor injuries at the same hospital. Louisville likes to report that this was the fourth shooting this month involving the cops. See, what a gratuitous statement. What a totally gratuitous statement. Let's go back to that a minute. Local media report. This comes from KOB.com down in Albuquerque. So Albuquerque's reporting about a Louisville taxpayer relief shot. You see, they just go nationwide. Local media report that this was Louisville's fourth shooting this month involving police. What's your point? What's the point about telling us this? Because Were all 4 shootings justified? Did any of them involve a young black teenager that was refusing to or trying to take the gun away from somebody? Ugh. A Norman, Oklahoma man is dead Thursday after being shot by Texas law enforcement. Now, you might be asking, why is a Norman, Oklahoma man dead at the hands of Texas law enforcement? Well, that's why you need to listen. As he was stabbing a woman following a high-speed chase through North Texas, Wichita County Sheriff David Duke. Wait a minute. Did David Duke get a job? Did the former KKK wizard David Duke get a job as the sheriff at Wichita County? You know, before I make fun of that, I should say, because that last story, I alluded to the fact that I was talking about Michael Brown from Ferguson, Missouri, that was shot by Officer Darren Williams. So maybe I shouldn't make fun of people's names being associated with strange things, because there may be a lot of Michael Browns out there that every time they hear my name, they think, oh my God, they're going to compare me to him. Wichita County Sheriff David Duke, not that David Duke, said that the suspect got out of the vehicle. It's always a mistake. You're on a high-speed chase, and I love it. You're in a high-speed chase. So you know there's a helicopter involved. You know what's going to happen one of these days? Mark my words. There's going to be an in-air crash between a news helicopter and a police helicopter, because the popo is trying to follow and keep track of where the dirt bags are doing the low speed or the high speed chase. And of course, the TV stations are desperate, because there's not a person alive that the minute you say, hey, there's a high speed chase on television, that your eyeballs don't just go over there and you're glued to the TV because you're hoping that it might be another OJ. Let's see, the suspect got out of the vehicle as the pursuit ended, and then he began stabbing his ex-girlfriend, whom he had reportedly kidnapped. People are just... Remember what I said in that last segment about God gave us free will? Some people don't know how to exercise their free will, or the way they do it just causes them to end up... Well, you cross the state line, and in Texas, they just shoot you. You know the sad part? This would have been a great jurisdictional fight, because the kidnapping apparently occurred in Oklahoma, but the stabbing occurred in Texas. So who do you think gets jurisdiction first? I would say that Oklahoma gets jurisdiction first, because that's the greater crime. And then Texas would get him. And stabbing, and now she's in serious but stable condition, so she's going to live. So she wouldn't die, because if she died, well, he would be convicted in a reasonable amount of time, speedy justice, and then he'd be sent down to the penitentiary, and he would he'd get the juice. Yeah, he had been executed quickly. A short time later, an officer spotted the suspect vehicle, a red Dodge Charger, driving through the city. They initiated the pursuit. Deputies got involved with it north of Wichita Falls. Multiple law enforcement agencies tried to deploy a spike strip to stop the Chargers that fled through Wichita Falls. That didn't work. Then the troopers had to spike the vehicle. Came to a stop 5 miles later on US 287. Lost control, ended up in a ditch. One of the deputies' vehicles was up there. Actually, he was cutting in there to get the vehicle before they could get out of the car. Bam! Ends up dead right there. We do these not only to celebrate the fact that we are able to defend ourselves and that cops are able to defend themselves, but we also do it as a public service announcement to thugs everywhere. You have a greater likelihood anymore of ending up DOA or DRT because people are just sick and tired of it. Stop your dumb assery.
You're listening to The Michael Brown Show. This is Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW, an iHeart radio station. With Ross Kaminsky mornings, Michael Brown afternoons, KHOW Denver.
This report is brought to you by Staples.
Heavy and slow traffic along the highways. The I-25 drive downtown to the tech center, both directions. An accident on northbound I-25 up near 6th Avenue. Looks like police on scene blocking up that right lane near 6th. And now behind it near Alameda, motorist assist. So heavy traffic northbound I-25 into downtown. Southbound I-25, an accident approaching Thornton Parkway. That's off on the right shoulder. An accident 38th and Quebec. There's also a crash southbound Colorado Boulevard at Ellsworth. Denver's forecast, clear skies tonight, low 43. Tomorrow, partly cloudy. Could see some morning rain showers. Possible thunderstorm with a high near 75. 79 Sunday. Right now, 72. With the traffic and weather, I'm Susan Thielen, 630 KHOW.
Staples has low prices on a huge selection of ink, paper, and the latest printers. And now get the HP LaserJet Pro M203 DW for just $129.99 this week only at Staples, your total printing solution. While supplies last, valid on SKU 2444436 and 428.
Hey, it's Michael Brown here for Zoetic NRG, and I know that you hear a lot of commercials now for solar energy companies on KHOW and other places, but here's why you need to pay attention to Zoetic NRG. They've changed the business model. They have a plan that includes a no money down option, and they convert what was once a liability into an asset. And their solar panels, well, they're not the solar panels of yesterday, and their solar business is not what it used to be. That's why I endorse Zoetic, and that's why some of you have bought these solar systems, and you wrote to tell me just how happy you are with them. When Zoetic puts in solar panels, they're also going to insulate your attic, and they're going to put in a smart home thermostat for free. All of that saves you even more money. So what you need to do is to call Zoetic and get a free quote. You're going to love these guys. Call them today at 888-637-4447. That's 888-637-4447.
If you or someone you know is blind from retinitis pigmentosa, there may now be light at the end of the tunnel. Known as the Second Sight Argus 2 retinal prosthesis system, this is the only FDA-approved treatment for end-stage retinitis pigmentosa. Find out more by calling 800-499-7620. Call 800-499-7620 to learn more about an FDA-approved system that provides some artificial vision for those blinded by retinitis pigmentosa. Once again, the number to call is 800-499-7620. Call now. Argus 2 is indicated for patients who are completely blind due to retinitis pigmentosa. Possible side effects that may require further treatment include wound reopening, low eye pressure, serious infection in the eye, and retinal detachment. For more information, including all potential risks associated with the device and procedure, call 800-499-7620. That's 800-499-7620, or visit our website at info.secondsight.com.
Student loans, car loans, high-interest credit card loans, debt adds up for all of us, but there are ways around it. Hey guys, it's Ross Kaminsky for my friends at American Financing, and I'm here to remind you that refinancing your home loan is an easy way to save a lot of money. Think of it this way. A lower interest rate means lower monthly bill payments, and mortgage interest rates are far more competitive than a student loan or credit card rate. I'm talking rates in the low single digits versus rates in the high double digits. Why wouldn't you consolidate that high interest debt by refinancing your mortgage? You'll speak with a salary-based mortgage consultant who will customize a loan to fit your needs. They're already saving customers up to $1,000 a month, plus there are no upfront fees at American Financing. You could close on your new loan in as fast as 10 days and may be able to postpone up to 60 days of mortgage payments. Get in touch with American Financing at 303-695-7000 or online at americanfinancing.net.
NMLS 182334, regulated by the Division of Real Estate.
As soon as we're back out in our yard, yep, we get company.
Dandelions, lurking crabgrass, and wheat-thin grass. But the all-new Scott's Turf Builder Triple Action takes care of them all. Now, with one bag, you can kill weeds, prevent crabgrass for up to 4 months, and feed for greener grass. Triple Action, so your lawn thrives, guaranteed. Only from Scott's.
Weeds aren't welcome here.
This is a Scott's Yard. Pick up a bag of Scott's Triple Action today.
The IRS is the most feared agency in the world. You've heard ads from other companies offering to help taxpayers only if they owe over $10,000. Here at Platinum Tax Defenders, we're A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, and we're proud to be one of the only tax firms in the country who understands that people who owe less than $10,000 need help just as badly. The IRS doesn't care how much money you owe. They'll still garnish your wages and even seize your assets. So whether you owe just a few $1,000s or hundreds of thousands, call now for your free tax consultation. If you qualify, we may even be able to reduce your tax debt down to a small fraction of what you owe. So don't wait until the IRS seizes your property and garnishes your wages. Call 800-506-0552 and get your tax problem resolved once and for all. That number again is 800-506-0552. 800-506-0552.
Mornings 5 to 10 with Ross Kaminsky.
You know, a lot of folks will get into this talk about, the Second Amendment right and this and that and whether you like this particular gun or that. You know what? And they're all legitimate things to care about and legitimate things to think about, but none of it approaches the level of importance of making sure that my kid is okay and that your kid is okay.
Start your day with Ross Kaminsky. Mornings 5 to 10 on Denver's Talk Station, 630 KHOW. Denver's Talk Station. Online at khow.com.
Oh, here's the way you get native advertising on the Michael Brown Show. You send me an email that just says, "Hey, Michael, still love your show. Keep it up." And there are 5 exclamation points. Had a question about your intro. We here at the shop are debating where the "Hey, Mikey" in your intro comes from. Is that from the Goonies? Thanks, Pat. So I write Pat back. And of course, when he says, because you can't tell from the email where Pat works, all he said was, "We're having this debate in the shop." Well, inquiring minds want to know, what's the shop? I want to know where the show is being played at a shop. The shop is Mountain High Performance. We are a high-performance diesel machine shop. Did you hear that, Angie? Diesel. Diesel can go there and get work done. What? Yeah, it's a diesel machine shop. You can take your dog in, take your dog Diesel in, and maybe have some mufflers put, or actually, I was going to say put some lowriders on him, but he actually needs the big fat tires to bring him up off the ground a little bit.
Lift kit?
A lift kit, yeah, he needs a lift kit. The shop is Mountain High Performance. We're a high-performance diesel machine shop. We repair, modify, and assemble 1,000-plus horsepower diesel engines. Your dog doesn't have 1,000 horsepower. That dog's barely got 1 horsepower. And components for customers all over the country. We also do quite a few gasoline engines for classic cars, hot rods, dealerships, and other shops. We're located in Arvada. And get this, everyone who works here has actually been a Colorado resident for their entire life. It's a bunch of natives. So the natives are getting native advertising on the Michael Brown Show. But here's why I wanted to read it. Your show, and this should apply to all of you. I don't care if you work at the McDonald's, the Taco Bell, you work in a law firm, wherever you are. Pat says, your show is on every day, whether we can hear you over the equipment or not. Isn't that great to know, Angie? We're being blasted out in a diesel machine shop, whether they can hear us or not. So, that's kind of dangerous, too. Because it could be like in the movie where you're whispering something to somebody next to you, then suddenly there's a silent spot in the movie, and everybody hears what you're saying. So the machine shop could be really busy, and all of a sudden I say something about dumbassery, and the only thing they hear in the entire machine shop is, dumbassery! Mountain High Performance. I could use some high performance, too. I wonder if they could work on me. Maybe I should drop Dr. Grossman and get over to Mountain High Performance and see if they couldn't work on me. The Miami Intermodal Center. I love everything's intermodal now. That's where everything comes together. It's like the bus station and the train station, and it's just I don't know why they call it that, but Miami has built a $2 billion intermodal center. Construction started back in 2011. We can build the Empire State Building got built in like 3 hours, but oh no, we build anything now, it takes it's like ground zero. Oh my goodness. The plan, because intermodal means we're going to have all of everything come together. The problem is Amtrak trains, are you ready? Amtrak trains don't fit. The Amtrak trains have to stop elsewhere because the track is 200 feet too short.
You tosser! You had one job to do!
Yep. You had one job to do. I mean, that's like remember the old cartoons where it would show like the Intercontinental Railroad meeting from west meets east and the tracks didn't line up? Well, and I'm sure that taxpayers all over the country paid for part of this. $2 billion. $2 billion, and it's 200 feet too short, and Amtrak can't come in there. Holy moly. I swear. It is. It's everywhere. I haven't said too much about Kanye West because, well, quite frankly, I just don't give a rat's ass about Kanye West. And whatever he's doing is fine. And if he's trolling us, that's fine. If he's sincere, that's fine. But what I'm more interested in is what white limousine liberals are doing to Kanye West. I'm more interested in what blacks are doing to Kanye West because because of what he said. It really started with him just basically saying that he agrees with Candace Owen. If you don't know who Candace Owen is, find her over my Twitter feed and follow her. She's a great young lady. They have now decided, they being the left, that because one of their own who has gone out and said, well, I just, I kind of like Trump. That's all he said. They went ballistic. And now every white liberal is excoriating him for what? He left the plantation. Kanye has escaped the plantation. He's somewhere on the Underground Railroad trying to get above the Mason-Dixon line as quickly as possible. What was it called? The Free Slave Act, where the slaves got returned to their owners even if they had escaped. He's trying to get above the Mason-Dixon line so before the plantation owners, which would be the late night comics, black rappers, the limousine liberals, the white liberals, all of these, before they capture him and put him back on the plantation. They're doing to him what they did to Clarence Thomas.
Did not occur.
When it came time for him to publicly respond to the allegations, Thomas turned the tables on his interrogators and, for all intents and purposes, ended the debate.
This is a circus. It's a national disgrace. It is a high-tech lynching for uppity blacks who in any way deign to think for themselves. And it is a message that unless you kowtow to an old order, you will be lynched, destroyed, caricatured by a committee of the U.S. Senate rather than hung from a tree.
That's why I love Justice Thomas. That's worth listening to again.
For uppity blacks who in any way deign to think for themselves. And it is a message that unless you kowtow to an old order, you will be lynched, destroyed, caricatured by a committee of the U.S. Senate rather than hung from a tree.
Yep. Kanye, you are being subjected to a high-tech lynching by the plantation owners, some of whom, interestingly, are actually black.
You're listening to The Michael Brown Show.
This report is brought to you by Staples.
Slowdowns this afternoon, that stretch of I-25. Busy. Both directions and accidents on northbound I-25 up near 6th Avenue. Police are in that right lane. Now behind it, a motorist assist on northbound I-25 after the Alameda Bridge. Running real heavy stop-and-go speeds on into downtown. A motorist assist up north on southbound I-25 after 120th. Blocking up a lane for you there. Civic Center Park at the Capitol got the teachers rally, so closures in the area. A new crash called out on northbound 225 up near Mississippi. Denver's forecast tonight, clear skies, low of 43. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, chance for some rain showers with a high near 75. Right now, 72. For the traffic and weather, I'm Susan Thielen, 630 KHOW.
Staples has low prices on a huge selection of ink, paper, and the latest printers. And now get the HP LaserJet Pro M203 DW for just $129.99 this week only at Staples, your total printing solution. While supplies last, valid on SKU 2444436 and 428.
Hey, if you've been in a car wreck, and I know you're suffering from that pain, the other big pain you're going to suffer from is the insurance company on the other side, because they're going to say, hey, you know what, we accept responsibility, but that does not mean that they're going to start paying for everything. In fact, let me tell you how the insurance company works. I know from personal experience, because I used to represent insurance companies. Their job is to pay out as little as possible, as little as they can get by with. So if you've been involved in a car wreck, you need a personal injury attorney to make sure the insurance company treats you fairly and you get what you're owed. Now, here's the thing, because I still am a lawyer. I know lawyers. I know how they work. So when I have to recommend a personal injury attorney to friends or family, it's John Fuller. And that's because John personally handles every case himself. So if you've been involved in a car accident, I want you to call John Fuller. 303-597-4500, 597-4500, or personalinjuryco.com.
It's that time of year at the Georgetown Loop Railroad. What a great way to celebrate spring. Come enjoy the beautiful views of the last snows of winter and the first flowers of spring. Train starts April 28th. GeorgetownLoopRR.com.
Do you know what I love about Art of Granite? Price quotes on the phone. Art of Granite supplies premier designer countertops and cabinets. A direct importer of stone, granite, and quartz. Visit their showroom in Golden. Wholesale countertop material, custom edges, sinks, cabinets, and from the templating appointment, it takes just 1 week for installation. And when you have the kitchen done, they do the bathroom free. And they tear out everything free. Artofgranite.net. 303-386-5919.
As a business owner, you know that your company's data is your most important asset. If a virus or disaster destroyed that data, could you restore it quickly and get right back to business? Hi, it's Ross, and if you're not sure, then you need to speak with my friends at Machine Logic. They use Datto, a powerful, industry-leading cloud backup solution that ensures all of your data is safely and securely backed up to the cloud. So don't put your company's information and survival at risk. Start protecting your business today by visiting MachineLogic.com. That's MachineLogic.com.
Hey, you know, in this wild housing market, instead of buying an existing house, why don't you get a brand new custom-built home from the Hall Company? And I know you hear custom-built and you think expensive, but that's not necessarily true. That's why I want you to call Dave Hall, the owner, and actually have a conversation with him about getting a custom-built home. Because here's the deal. When you get a custom-built home, you get what you want. You're not buying what somebody else had. So instead of getting what somebody else liked, why don't you get a home that's just exactly what you want? Do this. Go check out their work. Here's the website, denvercustomhomebuilder.biz. That's denvercustomhomebuilder.biz. And then call Dave Hall. He'll answer his phone, and he'll answer any questions you have about custom-built homes. Call or text him at this number, 303-669-0531. That's 303-669-0531.
Do you know what I want in an auto repair shop? Honesty, integrity, knowledge, and experience. I also like convenient locations. That's why I love Sheridan Auto Tech. All of those ingredients go into Sheridan. They're located conveniently in Lakewood, on Colfax just west of Wadsworth, and in Aurora on Havana just south of 6th Avenue. The repair shop I know and trust, and you can too. 303-455-7242. That's 303-455-7242. Sheridan Auto Tech.
If you've thought about installing solar on your home or business here in Colorado, do what I did and work with an actual Colorado company. Hi, it's Ross, and the very best choice in solar is Bright Street Energy. They've installed hundreds of systems on everything from modest homes to the National Western Complex. They offer a lifetime system warranty nearly unheard of in the industry. You can learn more and schedule your free solar consultation today at brightstreet.com. That's BRITE street.com, and make sure to ask about the special offer for my listeners.
Attention men. Here are some facts you need to know about erectile dysfunction. First, it's a serious condition that affects nearly 50% of men over age 50. Second, many men who have it don't talk about it, and many suffer with it for years. Third, it's a condition that can be successfully treated in nearly 90% of men, even if pills and herbal treatments haven't worked in the past. So, if you suffer with ED, here's the most important fact. You can likely do something about it by making an appointment at the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic. The specialists at the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic have successfully treated thousands of men right here in the Front Range, giving them back their confidence and their ability to perform when the time is right. Your office visit is only $99 and includes a medical consultation, a PSA and testosterone test, and a test dose of our physician-directed treatment. And if it doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call us, 720-440-7900. That's 720-440-7900. Or online at RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. Don't let ED be a fact in your life. Make the call today. 720-440-7900.
You may not believe it.
You are lying to me right now.
But it's actually really easy to win.
It was pretty easy.
$1,000.
That is crazy.
It's the 16K a day giveaway. Listen every hour at 5 past the hour. Weekdays 4 a.m. to 8 p.m. on 630 KHOW. Brought to you by Wind River Spas. Making hot tubs for 40 years since 1978. A local manufacturer made in Colorado for Colorado. Wind River Spas. Made with one goal in mind. A durable, high-quality tub you can use for years. WindRiverSpas.com.
I've been trying to do it right. I've been living a lonely life. I've been sleeping here instead. I've been sleeping in my bed. I've been sleeping in my bed. So show me family, all the blood that I will bleed. I don't know where I belong. I don't know where I went wrong, but I can write a song. I belong with you, you belong with me, you're my sweetheart. I belong with you, you belong with me.
This is just one of those songs you gotta let run its course. You can't stop. There's no good place to stop this song.
These guys are great live.
Oh. Are they really good live in the sense that, like this song, does it sound this good?
Oh, yeah.
Because sometimes, you know, there's so much production value in a song that when you hear it live, it's like, really? That kind of sucks.
It was one of the better shows I saw last year.
Really? Okay, you convinced me I need to go see them then. They were at Red Rocks, weren't they?
No, they were at Fiddler's.
Fiddler's? That's a good venue, too. A judge in New York says that a bar is allowed to throw out Trump supporters. A Manhattan judge ruled that there's nothing outrageous about throwing the president's supporters out of bars, according to the New York Post, because the law does not protect against political discrimination. Let's see. This was an accountant by the name of Greg Patek, 31, bounced from a West Village watering hole this past January. He was wearing one of Trump's red Make America Great Again hats, according to the lawsuit. The judge said, yeah, you can do that. Do you think that if you wore an anti-Hillary Clinton hat and you got thrown out, or do you think if you wore a pro-Hillary Clinton hat in a Trump-leaning bar, which, by the way, since when... Can we just bake the cake? Can we just agree you can bake the cake or you can not bake the cake? Why not? Let's get to that point. Let's get to the point where we can all, citing the great philosopher Rodney King, can't we all just get along? Can't we just, if you don't want to bake a cake for a gay couple, don't bake the cake. And by the way, gay couple, if he doesn't want to bake the cake, you know how many bakeries there are in the United States? Go somewhere else. I bet, maybe we should start doing this. Bakeries should put across their door, like, you have pet-friendly restaurants, gay-friendly bakery, or gays not allowed. Did you hear that, Michael Brown? He wants to discriminate against the gays. No, I'm just sick and tired. I am sick and tired. Let's just, if you don't want to bake the cake, you don't have to bake the cake. Because we're actually getting to the point where government tells you, I saw a tweet today, I think it was from Americans for Prosperity. 1,100 different jobs in the United States require some sort of government permission to actually do that job. A license, a permit, or something to do the 1,100 jobs require a government license. There's a bar. Tom Brokaw may be going to this bar. Where was this bar? West Allis, Wisconsin. The name of the bar is apparently stirring up trouble. The name of the bar, which has been there for 30 years, but you know what? 30 years doesn't make any difference. Walk her in, I-N-N, drag her out.
Having something that implies any non-consensual activity, right, walking in the door, is very irresponsible.
I can't believe this exists, like, in our city, right next door.
I just don't feel that someone's right to be offended is more important than my right to own a business.
The name is not nudity, not profanity. It's just like a cartoon.
I don't think it needs to be changed. It's been walk her in, drag her out for over 30-some years.
Come on in and check it out if you find that we promote raping and drug use and beating on women. That's not the promotion here, nor has it ever been.
How many people are offended by this? The bar door shows a caveman dragging a woman by her hair. You know what we need to do? Burn it down. Yeah. Because that's what the left wants to do. It's been there for 30 years. I guess it's run its course now, right? Because it's politically incorrect. And anything that's politically incorrect, we must destroy. Because we're now on the path to determining what is acceptable and not acceptable by some group over here on the left that they apparently had the moral high ground to determine that some joke from 30 years ago about some caveman. How many times growing up did you see some joke about a caveman? Fred and Wilma. Let's ban Fred and Wilma. That's it right there. Ban Fred and Wilma, then I'll be happy.
The Michael Brown Show continues after this. Ross Kaminsky, mornings 5 to 10.
It seems like there's big news.